Hey guys, hello here, and welcome to the next episode of Learn to Play. It's going to be episode 4. In this episode we'll be talking about building a lane. Building a lane, that is the way of splitting up your 5 heroes on your team into 3 lanes. Right after hero picking and buying your starting items, this is the first strategical step in Dota and one which has a huge impact on the game. 5 heroes, 3 lanes, probably 1 jungle hopefully. A strong solo is very important. Heroes that can solo and heroes that should solo. There's a big difference. Usually you will send heroes which should hit level 6 or 7 as soon as possible. People who benefit from hitting level 6 based on the ulti that really makes that hero that hero. Examples of heroes are Pudge, Zeus, Shadow Fiend, Tinker, Storm Spirit. These are all really good heroes and really require their ulti to be good. Dual lane, babysitting and comboing. What you shouldn't do is have 2 melee on one lane and 2 ranged on the other. You should always have a mix of melee and ranged. Dual lane strategy is simple. You send at least 1 ranged hero, at least 1 stun or heal to every side lane. That's the idea. It's not rare to see 2 melee heroes in the same lane when the result is complete fail in getting any gold and any XP. And if you're facing experienced opponents, that happens more and more. Furthermore, send support, babysitting heroes like Dazzle and Witch Doctor, or even Lich, along with a carry. It should always be with the carry. The idea is that support is letting the carry get the last hits in lane, and he's also trying to give as much XP as possible by just staying away from the creep. More important thing to know is following: do not take kills from the carry. If you're the support and there's a carry in your lane and you're babysitting him, the idea is that you're supposed to let him get last hits on heroes and creep, not just creep. He benefits from gold more than you because you're a support. You don't really need items. Your moves are what make you good. Jungle. Another possible way of getting early experience and gold is to go into the woods. The point in sending 1 hero to the jungle is to have 3 solo heroes. Potentially can be more risky for both of you because experienced opponents will often come and, attack you in the jungle, or attack the solo laners and ganks because it'll be a 1v3. Now let's have a look at the possible combinations and locations you can go after picking your hero. Middle lane. This is usually where the solo goes, rarely any different to this. The middle lane offers a lot of safety because it's 1v1, you have a hill for mischance, you also have very close to your tower all the time. The middle lane also has easy access to rune spots and is able to gank both side lanes fairly efficiently and easy. It's also very hard to get a combo going against you because there is very little room to do so. You will rarely see 3 people in mid. Examples for solo heroes. A good solo hero is able to farm in middle, preferably preventing your enemy from getting farming as well, and usually this means it's ranged, and capable of ganking both sides is also very important. It is also a hero which benefits a lot from additional experience, like previously mentioned, people who need level 6, like Queen of Pain, Shadow Fiend, Tinker. Bad examples of this would be like Spectre or Crystal Maiden. They don't need their ulti for a little while. Short lane. The short lane is the lane where the creeps clash far away from your own tower, the one that you feel at most disadvantage. It's the most dangerous lane because if you're trying to solo in this lane and you're going against a combo, it's a long way to safety. That tower is very far away. An enemy hero could come and gank, and then you're 3v1 and you've got a really long distance to run before you're at your tower. Usually you put your combo in this lane, and hopefully there'd be one ranged and at least one stunner, preferably two. Do not ever put a solo in this lane. Examples for short lane heroes. Anything that could combo and or has an escape mechanism. This means that they'd be able to suddenly burst away or stealth in the situation of a gank. There should also be means to prevent the enemy from farming too much. Worst case scenarios is that the enemy carry is farming like crazy and you cannot stop it. Do not put dual melee lanes or carry heroes top lane if you're on the good side. Good examples would be SK, Lina, Sven Lesh, or Venge Lion. Bad examples would be Sven and Skeleton King, dual melee, or maybe Spectre, Faceless Void, dual carry. Long lane. The long lane is the safe lane, the relaxing lane. The creeps are usually close to your own tower and you have plenty of room to combo, gank your enemies, and you can pull neutral creep. The long lane is the lane where you place your farmer hero to creep safely. In case there's a jungle hero, this is a lane where the second solo should usually be, because the jungle hero can assist the solo hero, and because you absolutely do not want to have your second solo on the short lane. Examples for long lane heroes. A babysit lane, a carry and a hero to secure his farm by either harassing enemies or preventing him from being harassed. A combo lane, your second solo lane. Pretty much anything can be put on the long lane. Good examples would be Warlock Spectre, Panda Vengeful, or even a solo hero. Bad examples are hard to tell because if you have a garbage lane, remember all 5 heroes have to lane somewhere, that lane should be bottom. The jungle. To learn more about jungling, we're going to pop another video that specifically goes into more detail so you understand it properly and we don't skip over anything. We'll have a link to that at the end of the video where you see a nice structure of links to follow if you're trying to learn specific things. Some links might not work just yet because we're currently in the progress of creating this series. Remember when jungling that this means you have 2 solo heroes. If you just don't have 2 solo heroes, don't jungle. This could be a bit less beneficial for you, however it'll be a lot better in the long run because if you don't have 2 solo heroes, then who can take the 2 solo lanes? Roaming. A very unique and sometimes risky way of playing, but if you do it right, it's very useful. We're going to put up more information on this, just like jungle, at a later date. Alright guys, this has been Hollow. Thanks for watching Let's Play episode 4, pretty short episode. Hope you are looking forward to the next one. We're getting more advanced as we go along. See you next time.